Hello everybody, welcome back to Trash and Trails. It is September 1st, 2020, Utah County, Provo, Riverwoods. It is about 10:50 in the morning, afternoonish. We're on the other side of the bridge now, and like I mentioned before, a lot of this is cleared. Oh, as soon as I said that, there's something. Go figure. And we're on the side of the bridge where a lot of this is pretty steep on both sides, steep over here and on the other side. So we will probably be along the main path, unfortunately, most of the time, and just occasionally peek over and scan. Whoa, I tripped on some, almost slipped on some mud. It is a nice day. I think I got the timing just right. This morning was actually really cool. Like unusually cool for this time of year. It's kind of like like we're approaching fall. Makes me really excited. Fall is my favorite season. Fall, when I was younger, winter was my favorite season, but we've got another vodka bottle. Why am I not surprised? You know, somehow I am not surprised in the slightest. You see that down there? You see that down there? We got another vodka bottle. We got a poopy bag, and we got a Dasani bottle. So what we're going to do here is we're going to clamber down, hopefully not slip and bust our head open. That'd make me unhappy. Fortunately, these rocks are usually really nice and stable. Oh, what's that too? What's that orange thing? It's like a piece of a frisbee. What we gonna do is climb on down there and then kind of climb back up. Actually, I don't have a helmet. I don't want to back. Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to get this stuff, and then we're going to get that there bottle, the Dasani bottle down there. Poopy baggie and vodka bottle. Taka, okay. I think Taka vodka is going to beat Coors. It's going to beat the rest this go round. Maybe overall if I keep finding them. Let's climb down here. Alrighty. Let's just take a peek over there too, make sure there's nothing to grab, but it looks clear to me. Alrighty. Any rattlesnakes in these crevasses? Crevasses? I don't see any, fortunately for me. So I've got to squat down with my bum issue. Pardon the slowness. That's actually a rock right there. Just a little paint. Alright. That's frisbee. Alright. That's a nice stream. Nice stream sounds. And look at that. There is a cigarette butt. Let's go grab that whilst we are here. You? Okay. I think so. Oh, just some more historical remains. This rock pretty good. I think so. Let's swing around here. Look at that right there. I'm not sure what it was. One thing that we have a lot around here are like bins jutting out like that. Well, I don't know what that is. It doesn't. Maybe that's an old bin, but I don't know. I do not know. Oh. Alrighty. Well, that's a cannot do. So we're do. Alright. Bag you in. Get you on out of here. I don't know who Mr. Vodka, or Ms. Vodka, it could be Ms. Woman, of course, is, but come on, clean up after yourself. Like this whole vodka cigarette butt combo, you know, I'm not, when I'm done with the Riverwood route, I'm not going to be back like every single day cleaning up after you because your mommy isn't. So please clean up after yourself. Don't be a D-bag. See, do we have anything over here? Looks okay. Got a stick floating down there with little bubblies going around it. And I don't know what the proportion of male, female vodka drinkers are. It just naturally, I think, vodka, male drink usually. Yeah, you see a little bit of rusty business over there. Another one sticking out. Don't see anything around here. That's okay. Fortunately, there are landscaping folks who keep this area looking pretty nice most of the time. I mean, you know, we got litter about sometimes, but they'll take care of that, I suspect. Actually, I do like the landscaping around here. It's not bad. Now, personally, in Utah, I'm not a fan of having lawns myself, but appreciating it for more what it is. I think it looks pretty nice. Got the hills. You know, this vantage point looks nice. I like the structure of these buildings. They've got nice proportions. And it's kind of hard to see right now, but we'll get a better view of them. I like the proportions. It's not that postmodern crap. All right, let's see what we got here. We got something over here. That should not be town. Alrighty. So this, like, it doesn't look very tricky, but you have a lot of looseness around here. So you have to be a little careful when you're going down things like this. I am not liable for stupid things that you do. I'm only liable for stupid things that I do. Okay. Let's see here. You claim no responsibility, etc., etc. This rock's a little questionable. I fully suspect we're going to find like a plastic vodka bottle watch. Alrighty. Oh, there is something over there though. Let's go grab it. Also, I'm thinking I may actually release a video at a time after it's done. Previously, I mentioned how I might just record an entire trail or an entire route. I'm going to try and speak louder so you can hear me. And then I'll go into editing and release, partly because I don't want to be hassled or harassed, etc., while I'm going about doing trails and paths. Not that it's like a really high risk or I can't deal with it, I don't want to. But one thing I'm realizing is if I release videos more continuously while I'm on a path, then that means that I can get more feedback. Now, like I mentioned last time, some feedback is completely ignorable, but other feedback is quite good. And if I'm releasing videos and getting feedback, then that might help me to know how to approach things and whatnot, or what to rant about. Because, I like to rant. Although whether I'm ranting about stuff that you all care about or not, it's part of the feedback loop. Feedback loops are important. Just make sure the feedback is good. Well, the feedback that you're consuming is good. You gotta filter and parse it out, but all right, let's bag what we found. Didn't find a lot down there. We found a couple things. Like, for example, I could rant about postmodernism and why I don't like it, and how your instructors gave you diet postmodernism more than likely and said, diet postmodernism, it's good, that's the way it is. Or you watch media like cartoons and whatnot that are all postmodernism-y, and you're like, that's what it is. But no. And that's diet postmodernism, more a symptom of it. But BoJack Horseman and whatever. But it's like, here's why the philosophy of it sucks, and why it's a decent comedy. But anyway, let's see here. I think we're clear here. Nice little embankment there. Oh, look at that cute little path going right through. Cute little path, and then you kind of see how it leads up. Right, so we're at a lower elevation, and we're kind of going up to on level, and see, the proportions are nice. Proportions here are, in my opinion, fairly nice. It's not that crazy stuff. But that is postmodern. No, it's not. Alrighty, let's see what we have here. No, nothing over there. And let's see if there's anything over here. It's a nice little kind of getaway spot. This place has really grown since last time I've been here. That's nice. And one thing I do not want to rant a lot about, though, is politics, especially this year. I rant about that enough in other mediums, but one of the reasons here is kind of like a hangout video, if nothing else. Like we're just hanging out. You're helping me pick up litter in your own way, I guess, and virtually. I'm sure you'd help with the litter pickups if you could, and that's appreciated. So, but this is more like a hangout kind of thing, and I don't want to talk politics or like things that are too heavy. Me bashing postmodernism can definitely roll up the politics, but it's more at like a core level where I don't think it's going to be that controversial. You'll probably have like a postmodern philosophy guy or gal who's like, how dare you make fun of postmodern? It's like, how dare you disagree with postmodernism? And it's like, well, yes, I disagree with it quite strongly. Why? Tell me why. And then that's, kind of where that's where I have to gauge, am I just going to roll my eyes and move on, or would this actually be worth my time? Kind of like what I mentioned last time, in the last video, where sometimes things like that you can use to re-examine your position to see if it still stays after scrutiny and so forth. That's useful, actually. I think that's good. But hang on. Got a really big thorny plant. One of these guys again. Yeah, I want to try and identify these guys better. Okay, so we've got, even the leaves are violent. Oh my goodness gracious, look at those veins. I don't know if you can see it, but even the veins have thorns. Goodness. That's a violent plant. Two, kind of, what is it, no, I don't think that's compound, is it? Anyway, someone who's better with plant identification can assist with that. I'll go home and look it up. But, anywho, let's step over this without straddling it too much and stepping into something worse. Looks like we got more over there. All right, I don't want to yank on these saplings too much. Just a little bit of support. There's one of those dead violent plants. Let me get through there. There's a lot of them back here. Oh my goodness gracious. This is a different plant, I think. No, this actually might be the same one. No, I think that's actually a different plant, maybe. No, it's not as brutal anyway. Alrighty. I don't really see anything back here, but nice little grove. I wouldn't come back here and have relations with anybody. Those plants are rather that can kill the mood. Alrighty. Oh, found something. Found a couple of little somethings actually. Alright, I could rant about video games and how the young kids aren't doing it right these days. Back in my day, video games meant something. Something to treasure and cherish and keep with you and all that, you know. I could totally do that. I am enough of an old man to do that. And I am okay with that. I have embraced my age. I have not embraced deterioration. I didn't even pronounce that right. I'm not going to try and pronounce that right. It's one of those words where I'm going to try and pronounce it 4 or 5 times by the time I'm done with this sentence. I probably would have pronounced it right. Anyway, I do what I can to not to have the symptoms of age. Oh, found something. Ooh, found a rare object. Y'all see that? I was shooting off fireworks. I don't know if you can hear that. It sounds like there's fireworks going on. Anyway, found a glassity bottle part here. This little leaf. Yep, there we go. Take you and some other parts. There we go. I don't know about you, but I personally think soda tastes a lot better coming from glass. Here I am talking about health. Now I'm saying how I like soda. But it's true. I am a mixed bag, like everyone else. But I'm trying to minimize badness. But I will say, speaking just in the context of soda, I think it tastes better coming out of glass than plastic or can. So my ranking is first glass. I would say it's best in a glass container, and then second would be aluminum, and then a way distant third would be plastic. Like soda coming out of plastic is just, in my opinion, nasty. There was some friends of mine, and this is actually done in Japan. I said, I made the claim then too, I think soda coming out of glass tastes better. And they're like, no, you can't tell the difference. No, you can't tell the difference. And they're like, yeah, I can tell the difference. I'm like, there's certainly a difference. So they're like, okay, we're going to do a hi, little grasshopper. You see him? Oh, there he is. No, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not going to bother him too much. I probably shouldn't have done that. Sorry, grasshopper. But anywho's, we did a taste test. So they've got different permutations of Coke in different containers. Like here's Diet Coke. Here's in a plastic container. Here's Diet Coke from a can. Here's Diet Coke from glass. Well, Coke from glass, and they got Coke from plastic, Coke in can and so forth. Then they labeled all these cups while I was in a different room. Then they poured the drinks out to the separate cups, and of course I didn't see what was on the bottom of the cups. So I come back out, and I taste test every single one. I swish it and so forth. And guess what? I got every single one right. Let's actually look. Getting all these little spurs on me. That's fine. As long as they don't go through my socks like that one. Got something here. Yes, in my opinion, glass tastes better. Why does it taste better? I don't know for sure. I just know that in my opinion, after making many comparative judgments and trying to focus on the details of each one with those comparative judgments, glass tastes better. Oops. Don't see anything down there either. It's going to be a pain to get up on that grade. I think we're just going to call it good down there. Just kind of go back up there. Yeah. Now which brand do I like? I don't know if it's legal for me to say. I think it is for me to talk, to name brands. I think the main issue why a lot of like YouTubers and whatnot don't name brands is because of, to my understanding, my guess, I'd have to look into it more, is because they didn't sponsor you, right? And so you name it. Oh, there's a bag over there. Well, looks like we're going to have to go through the weeds, folks. But because they didn't sponsor them, they don't like to say the name unless they get sponsored by them, which I understand. I don't bash that. If that's the only reason, then yeah, I guess I'll talk about brands. That's deadwood, don't worry about it. But I don't know if that's the only reason, so I'm not going to comment too much about that right now. I'll just say that I like crispness over sweetness as I've gotten older. I'll just say that. All right. Let's see. Now, if I were back home in Florida, I'd be I'd be somewhat worried about snaky snakes. Wait a minute. That's not a plastic bag. That's just a light rock. You lied to me, rock. How dare you? No. Okay. I don't think rocks lie. Pebbles you got to worry about. Okay, let's go. Or loose gravel. Let's see here. Anything over here? We're good. So this area is usually pretty nice when I've gone through it. Like the first time I went through it, there was maybe a light amount of things, but it's pretty good here. I think the folks who live in these apartments, they do a pretty good job, and they value this area. I mean, the landscaping is nice. Even this area. Yeah, I know a lot of this is dried out and whatnot, but I think it has like its own charm to it, its own niceness. Even just this viewpoint, it's got, you've got the trees in the middle, and you've got some trees over there and that tree over there to kind of enclose it in, and I mean enclose in a good way, landscaping way. So even like here, like this viewpoint looks nice. And it looks nice from up there too, and so folks value that, and they'll probably try and keep it nice. So that makes my work here easier, which means I can actually enjoy it myself a little bit more. And I'm usually saying on the embankment because I've noticed that trash tends to... That looks like trash though. Trash... No, actually, that's actually not trash. The light was hitting that in a different way. But anyway, but even just this view, that's just nice. That's just nice. That uplifts the spirit a little bit to those who are sensitive to such things. And if you're not sensitive to such things, it's just a place. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever. But nice, harmonious forms that come together, especially in nature. And the details all work together after grown and whatnot and matured and settled. And it helps you to feel a little bit more fitted in the universe. The universe is a big place. And apparently, to my understanding, it's getting a bit bigger. It gets bigger and bigger. The universe as a system is made more perfect the more complete it is, the more fitted it is, right? And it's more complete when its subsystems are complete. And those subsystems are more complete when their subsystems are more complete. And it all comes down to the smaller and smaller things, and eventually you reach us and these little plants and so forth. The more complete and harmonious and well-fitted they are, the more harmonious and well-fitted we make the systems above us and the universe. Anyway, I'm getting philosophical. Of course, postmodernists don't believe that. Postmodernists don't really believe in anything. Well, not anything worthwhile anyway. I'm talking about the hardcore ones, not the ones who've been fed diet postmodernism and think they follow postmodernism. What in the world is diet postmodernism versus postmodernism? Well, I would reference you to, there are a few different places that define it pretty well. Well, I don't know about diet postmodernism, I'd have to speculate on that, but as far as like core tenets of postmodernism, I've got a spur on the back of my, like spurs that are not ouchies, they can hang on to me until I take a shower. Spurs that are ouchies, going to have to be removed. But the online Encyclopedia Britannica, that actually I think has a pretty nice definition of postmodernism. Pretty objective definition of postmodernism. Why I found that funny might make more sense if you know about postmodernism, if you look into that. But anyway, so I think Britannica has got a pretty nice definition of what postmodernism is. There are a few other places. Oopsie. Sorry, Deadwood. I'm trying to get a good footing before I move down there. Anyway. Sorry, sapling. Although, to get some of the highlights that offend me, I mean, I don't take that as like, I'm super triggered. No, I actually try and be a bit of a reserved person. So when I say it offends me, I mean that more in a technical way, I guess you could say, instead of like a super emotional way. It looks like they cut some of those down. Oh, look at that. That's nice. See how it kind of like goes through these different levels. During the more high-level times, like it gets high. Like it can get, I think I've seen it like higher than me before, but it can get like up to that line over there past those logs. Like these logs, actually I'm a little worried if once the high time comes, these logs might get washed down. But I guess that might be okay. I don't know. Off me, ant. Off. Anyway. Also with ants, like I having grown up in Florida, most ants will sting to kill you. Oh, actually, I was going to go up there, but there's actually something over here we need to grab. But most ants will sting you to no end in Florida. A lot of fire ants down there. When I see ants, I immediately think Get off me. Anyway, some elements of some of the core tenets of postmodernism that I think are absurd, that have also transpired into what a lot of people think, and how, oh, look at that. Look at that. You see that? Snaky snake. Snaky snake. Oh, actually, no, that's a dead snaky snake who passed away on the rock. Poor snaky snake. Actually, I think he's been there for a while. Look at that. It's kind of grown over there. Poor snaky snake. Alrighty. I hope this flip-flop didn't kill you. Up there with you. Alrighty. I think we're clear down here otherwise. Oh. Okay. Getting cobwebs all over my face. But one element in particular, or one of the first elements I'll mention, is the idea that there is no objective truth. That's something that's at the core of postmodernism. I know it sounds silly, but that's at the core of postmodern philosophy and thought. Where'd that chancellor go? There it is. You know, like for a given problem, it is assumed that the answer set is between minus infinity and infinity. Right? That seems to be a postmodern answer. That there is no, and that rolls up to there is no right and wrong, and that's where you get this nonsense of moral relativism. And that is very incorrect. I mean, for a given problem, you may have more than one acceptable answer. Oh, there's some trash there. Ooh. However, the number of that's ceramic. The number of acceptable answers for a contextualized problem is still finite. Right? It's not minus int to int. By the water again. It's kind of loud over here, so I'm going to try and talk louder and see if that helps. And I would say for a contextualized question, even if there is more than one acceptable answer, there is within the acceptable answer set one ideal answer. Okay, I mean, let's say you're trying to figure out what the appropriate dosage is. Doggo, where's your mommy? Go see your mommy. Uh-oh. Doggo, come here. Go see your mommy. I hope that doggo knows where he's going. Well, let's say you're trying to figure out the right dosage for a given treatment or medication. For a contextualized individual, right, there is maybe an acceptable dosage range. Maybe that's between 2 and 5 milliliters. And maybe within that range, the ideal answer for that individual is 3.1894, etc. Now, I'll tell you one thing. Acceptable dosage range is not minus int to int. That's interesting. Also, my alarm's going off, so time's up. But anyway, so that's just one example of, oh my gosh. You see that Pabst Blue Ribbon over there? I have a grabby tool somewhere in my shed. I'm going to look for it. And then next time I'm going to see if I can grabby tool that in a way that's not going to kill me. That's interesting. Look at that. Sure, that's weird. Not sure what that is. Little concerning. Could just be some nasty water from here. Actually, this water, some of it's nasty, some of it's not. It could be water from here. Could be something else entirely. I'm not sure. It kind of looks like seawater. You know what I think this was? I think this was like beach and sand, like one of those tourist beach and sand things. And it just got left here. Anyway. I hope that came out on audio. I'd be really annoyed if that ranting element did not come out on audio because of the rushing waters. Anyway, so that's just one small reason why I'm not a fan of core postmodernism. I mean, core postmodernism is just wrong. Kind of like there's a quote I love. It's like, anyone who tells you that there is no truth is asking you not to believe them, so don't. Anyone who says that there is no objective truth is asking you not to believe them, so don't. These are really pretty. These are really pretty. I like these. All right, anyway. Whatever day you are watching this, I hope you have a good one. If overall you liked it, please leave a like. If overall you disliked it, leave a dislike. That information will help me make better videos in the future. All right, take care. Bye-bye.